If Razor has no fans, then I'm dead. Moving on from the guaranteed characters for now, Razor is the first physical DPS in Genshin Impact. He was the one who tried to bring physical to the game as a mainstay, and it worked for a while until people found out elements were a thing in this game and people actually got good, and then everyone decided Razor was trash. Um, he's one of my favorite characters in this game, and I'm not afraid to admit that, like, at all. He was the first character I ever got to level 90, and he was also the first character I ever crowned a talent on. I will love this character until the very end, I swear to God. Complete undying bias aside, physical admittedly is not very good. You can only do so much with it, and unlike other characters where you're going to be hitting like at like crazy numbers, like up to like a million, depending on the character, like Mavwika and stuff. For physical characters like Razor, you're never really going to be seeing any major numbers, like beyond 20k maybe, if you're even lucky and have a good crit ratio. But, I mean, there's still some potential. It's just, there's a lot of potential there that needs to be accounted for. Because physical damage was never properly implemented into the game, in my opinion, Razor doesn't actually have any designated support, unlike Freminet and Eula, the other two physical DPSs in this game, because Mika only buffs cryo-physical, whereas there's no electro-physical supports in this game, meaning Razor solely has to rely on Overloaded to be able to do good damage. Which is fair enough. I mean, at least he can do an element because of his burst, compared to Eula and Freminet, who mostly just rely on physical cryo. But still, that does really bump Razor down a bit, especially since the first actual overloaded support didn't come out until Fontaine in Chevreuse. So he was really bad for a while. At least after Chevreuse came out, he got bumped up a few spots because, again, overloaded is his best reaction, admittedly. But again, still not considered anywhere close to top tier. The most you're ever going to see people give him is at least a very low D tier, which I hate to see it because, again, I love this character so freaking much. I swear, I will main him until the moon explodes. And if I could, I would totally give him S tier. Like, absolutely. I get the most use out of this character than I have out of, like, hardly any other character on my account. But, again, if I had to chuck all of my bias out the window for this rating, he would really be in a low D tier, high F tier, because, again, physical is just really hard to work with, unfortunately, in a game like Genshin Impact. And I hate to say it, but it's true.